I've been improving my communication skills for over 3 years now. I've achieved basically every single goal that I set for myself in this area, and during these 3 years, I've spent an enormous amount of time in my head thinking about the solutions to some problems, thinking about the reasons as to why I'm anxious in some situations, why some situations stress me out, why some situations and places and people are easier to speak to than others, and of course, what are the most effective ways to improve my communication skills, social skills, confidence. And in the end, I was thinking about making a video which was gonna be very basic, like I'm gonna teach you to talk slower and more clearly and with a deeper voice. But you can find a video like this anywhere on YouTube. Today I wanted to just talk about something which I don't think you can find anywhere, or even if you can, it's very rare that anyone really talks about this, but I feel like this is the real essence of social skills and social confidence and all of this stuff. Because what I learned is that at the end of the day, all of these methods, all of these tips and all of these actionable steps, all they are just taking normal human behavior, the behavior of going and talking to people, dissecting it into these autistic level, detailed, actionable steps, and then feeding them to the masses of autistic guys such as myself, who have somehow grown up without learning these basic skills and who are now like fucking robots who have to learn this shit by reading it in a book instead of actually going and learning it in life like a regular person should. And what I learned is that the essence of all of this, and the reason there's guys who never read a single social skills book and yet are super popular and confident and everything, is the essence of it is just being relaxed. Just being kind of chill. It kind of sounds dumb, but I will explain it further and it will start to make sense. Take this. How confident and how social do you become when you're drunk? If you've ever been drunk, you probably noticed that talking to girls is way easier. Attractive girls. Talking to anyone is super easy. You don't really get any awkward silences. You can keep conversations going. The conversations are fun and actually enjoyable, and you're social, and everything is so great. But why does that happen? It happens because when you're drunk, that voice in the back of your head that nags you and stresses you out and gives you anxiety goes quiet. And now you can be 100% your authentic self. You're completely chill, completely relaxed, and that's why you become a master at social skills. You become super funny, you get a sense of humor, become able to flirt with girls, and you do all the things socially that you always wanted to do. So what you want to achieve is this state where you're just completely relaxed at all moments, when you have no anxiety, you have no thoughts in the back of your head about what someone is thinking about you, or how you're scared to approach those girls because they're attractive, or how you feel like you're gonna get embarrassed if you go and talk to those people. The essence of social skills and the peak of the mountain when it comes to learning communication skills and social skills and improving your social confidence is not learning 1,000 tips and tricks from 1,000 books. It's not getting thousands of hours of coaching by professionals. It's learning to be 100% relaxed in your own skin in social situations. And when you do achieve this, all of these tips, tricks, all these autistic actionable steps, all of a sudden you know them all and you're implementing them all without even thinking. That's what happens if you've ever gotten into that sort of social flow. Maybe you're at a party, maybe at a social gathering, and you may have had some situations where there was like a party and you were so in the zone, you were dancing around, you were talking to everyone, you were like talking to the bartender and flirting with the girls, and it was such a smooth night and you were so confident. That's because in that night you were fully in that social flow. You were fully relaxed, just in your own skin, and you had no thoughts in the back of your head stressing you out. Like if you could just learn to make your mind quiet, to completely shut it off, and just go with the flow. Do things not because you think about them logically, but because you feel like doing it. That's what social skills, that's what communication is all about. That's how regular people do it. At least that's, I mean, I'm calling them regular people as if we're like some fucking aliens or something, but like that guy who from a young age was always popular, like in your class, who everyone knows, who's always the center of attention at parties, he doesn't go talking to people thinking, I'm gonna talk to this person to improve my social skills, or I'm gonna talk to that person because I want to get them to like me. They just enjoy talking to people, like all of us do. As much of an introvert as you may think you are, talking to other people is just kind of fun. They enjoy it, and then they just go and they just talk to everyone without even thinking about it twice. They go, they talk to that random guy in the hallway, they talk to the teacher, they go to the outside, they talk to the clerk at the shop. They talk to all these people not because they're trying to get something out of them or because they have some ulterior motives or because their mind thinks it's gonna be less awkward in this position, in this situation, if you do talk instead of being quiet. They do it because they enjoy talking. They feel like talking to people, and they go and they talk to people. And then they talk to a bunch of people, and because they're relaxed and they're funny, and when you're relaxed, again, all these kind of tips and all these tricks, I guess you could call them, in communication skills, you just start using them automatically. People start to like them. They start to say, hey, it's that guy, he's pretty funny, he's pretty enjoyable to be around, he's a pretty, happy and nice to be around person, cheerful person. That is what, in these 3+ years of learning about communication skills and improving my communication skills and social skills and confidence and everything, and reading books and talking to strangers and doing everything that I preach in my other videos, taking all of the practical steps. This is the essence of what I learned. If you can learn to just be relaxed, to turn off your mind, go with the flow, and just follow your feeling. You talk to that person because you feel like it. You talk to these people because you felt like it. It's kind of fun. You don't spend time in your mind thinking, what am I going to say next? You say what you feel like saying next. You talk about topics that are fun for you. And I think that maybe the best way to achieve this relaxed state is, again, something that I probably preached the most on this channel so far. Go and talk to some strangers. Cold approach some random guys, girls, whoever, and just start conversations. Break the ice, get through that anxiety, get through that fear, and once you do it enough, once you get enough reps in, you're just gonna be relaxed constantly. And I feel like that's how you really achieve that state where you're just relaxed, you're chill, and your social skills just improve a ton. If you really want to take this further, learn a lot more about social skills, learn in this kind of step-by-step way with actionable steps, and learn a lot more information about this and about everything about communication skills that I know, you can click the first link in the description. It will take you to my course where I teach absolutely everything that I know about communication skills. I take you through everything, and it'll improve your communication skills like nothing else, I feel like. So do that. If you found this video helpful, click and watch this video, click on the subscribe button, and do the work.